5 signs a man's broken. He will get overly stressed and irritated easily. He will isolate himself, especially from people he loves. He always works a lot, or he seems drained or exhausted. He will lose interest in a lot of things unless it's riding or driving fast. He will overthink or just shut down when he is depressed. But if you were to ask him how he is doing, his response will always be, "I'm all right."
Yo, I respectfully disagree. Podcast, man. I think this is like my third attempt at just trying to record and feel at peace about it. I wanted to play that clip, man, because I swear, man, for the last several months, I just been in a weird headspace, man. And I just want to apologize to friends and family who may have noticed that I've just been kind of distant, kind of to myself. Um, it's just it's a lot of fakery going around, bro, and I can't get down with that, bro. It's like you see friends, you see family, you just see people just everybody just change up. And before I put myself in that space where I'm gonna put on a mask or be fake and sit around people, I'd rather just distance myself. And in the midst of all of that, I think I've distanced myself from damn near the entire world, like minus my small little circle of friends here locally. You know, we hang out, play golf. We got some little group chats and things like that. Um, Outside of that, man, it's just every day is a repeat of yesterday, bro. I just been head forward, not paying attention to too much, and I got to break myself from that. And that's kind of what prompted me to do today's episode because I've allowed how the rest of the world is moving to dictate how I move. And what I mean by that is we are currently in a time period where everybody just finds a reason to hate any and everything that's going on in the world. Like, it makes no sense how negativity has overshadowed anything that's good in the world right now. And that's what I want to talk about because right now there's a clip that's going viral. And shout out to Melanie because she tagged me in it yesterday where Candace Parker was on a podcast with Leah Boston and she was talking about ranking the current WNBA players. And she instantly got backlash and was called a hater because of where she put Angel Reese. And I get it, man. With today's climate, social media, the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing is such a sensitive topic for almost every reason other than basketball. To where it's like it makes you not even want to watch it, makes you not want to participate in any of the debates and conversations because that's when it gets too personal. And I picked up on that a long time ago, so I was just like, you know what? Don't even insert yourself in them conversations because it's going to lead to nothing but pure ignorance. And in this case, it has led to people literally disrespecting Candace Parker, which could arguably be one of the best female basketball players, at least top 5, top 10. If you really put some thought into it, I don't know if she cracks top 5. I'm just, just off the top of my head, but damn sure top 10. And it's like, once I started reading comments of, oh, she's jealous of Angel Reese and she's mad because Angel Reese passed all her records and did this and that. And it's like, wait a minute. What are we talking about right now? Like what is this? And I've been real hesitant to even talk about the WNBA just out of respect for women. I would prefer to have a woman sitting around having the conversation because then it turns into a sexist conversation because it's like I'm simply giving my opinion. And I feel like my opinion is solely based on basketball. But that's when emotions and shit get intertwined. And I've tried to stay away from it. But in this case, man, fuck that. Excuse my language. Like, there's no way in hell that you're gonna tell me at this current moment in time that Angel Reese is better than Candace Parker, bro. Like that's just fucking stupid. And the majority of the comments, again, no disrespect. This is where I was trying to go. No disrespect. I'm gonna look dead in the camera when I say it. A lot of the comments is from black women, bro. I'm all for standing up and protecting black women and all that good jazz, but when you start inserting yourselves into conversations, especially as it pertains to sports, and it's clear as day that you have no idea what you're talking about, I'd rather you just sit it out. Like, and that's the problem that I have, and that's why I want to talk about it all. Because right now, man, it's just everybody has an opinion, myself included. And that's why I haven't been doing podcasts anymore because I truly feel like right now the whole podcast scene is so saturated and it's just everybody putting on a fucking front and pretending to be people that they're not, talking about things that they know is a trending topic, so they're just trying to get clicks. And again, for the thousandth time, I'm not one of them people where I'm willing to just put on a show simply because I'm trying to get views, I'm trying to get likes. And is that maybe the reason why my podcast ain't took off the way that I wanted it to? In my mind and my heart, I've been so close to 1,000 subscribers, and right now I'm just stuck in mud. So overall, it's just I ain't even been in the headspace to even do it because at the same time, it's like, bro, this it ain't even fun no more. Everybody's just putting on a fucking front, and I feel like, in my opinion, the worst thing that has happened is that people have realized that you can monetize off of shit even if you truly don't even feel that way. You'll sit here and create content knowing that it's going to generate views, it's going to generate clicks, it's going to cause people to engage. And deep down inside, you may not even feel the way that you feel how you're speaking, but you know it's going to get money. And once I realized this is what's going on in the world right now, it's like, bro, I don't even want no parts of it. Like, fuck the podcast. I don't even care no more. Everybody has realized that you can wake up, and as long as you talk about Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Donald Trump, you're good. You're good. I can wake up every day and sit here and bash Michael Jordan and big up LeBron because I know it's going to generate so many views, so many clicks, so many people telling me that my opinion is fucking stupid. And it's like, it ain't even worth it no more. Like, negativity has won, in my opinion. And it's just, people are just so nasty. But I'm going to play this clip real quick so that people can take from it what I got. One moment.
Angel, people calling you a hater because you put her in your tier C rankings. What's your response to that?
Okay, for those of you
This is Candace Parker.
that don't know, I did a tier ranking, and I'm going to list the players: Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu, Arika Gumbawale, Paige Beckers, Cam Brink, and Angel Reese. I was asked to tier rank them from S all the way down to D, I believe, or E. I think it was actually E. And with that being said, I ranked some players in Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier, and Brianna Stewart as S. The rest kind of fell between A and C. For all of those that are commenting comments under random Instagram posts about me. I didn't even realize that I went viral for this until I realized when I was kind of getting alerts on my Instagram of people being like, you're a hater, da da da, all this and all that. To all of those, first of all, some are misinformed and uninformed. And I feel like in this day and age, we are very, right now, a majority of people probably have not even seen the entire interview because we have attention spans like goldfish. And so
Exactly.
they probably couldn't sit through the entire interview. But I
So that's just a clip. And like she's saying, people haven't even taken the time to go back and listen to the full thing to get the full context of the conversation. And it's such a dangerous game right now because everybody does. ESPN does it. Well, I can't say Fox anymore because they done let everybody go. They take little sound bites because they know it's going to create a reaction. And you give people half truths. And that's such a dangerous game to me. And I get it, man. That's media. It's always been that way. It's going to continue to be that way. But it's like for the WNBA, for as long as they've been around, in my opinion, right now, this has been the biggest spotlight, the biggest attention that they've gained in quite some time in terms of people constantly talking about the game, people watching, people attending. Like the game is growing. I've done several episodes where I discussed women's basketball. To me, at times, is more enjoyable than watching men's. And I'm going to stand on that because as a person that loves basketball, when you watch women play, it is all fundamentals. Correct pick and rolls, pocket passing, shooting, layups, diving, cutting. The physicality is, to me, it's way better than the men's game. But in the same sense, I feel like the men, the NBA has realized that entertainment is bigger than pure basketball. So now the entertainment value has gone up in the NBA versus the WNBA is still playing for the love of the game. I'm not saying that NBA players don't love the game per se, but in reality, they know that we're here to sell tickets, we're here to sell jerseys, we're here to put people in seats, we're here to just bring excitement to the game. So that's why you get your Steph Currys, your LeBrons. Like, people are willing to pay their hard-earned money to be entertained by these 10 to 15 athletes because that's who the NBA promotes. Whereas the WNBA, they're out here, in my opinion, battling, grinding for the love of the game. Now you insert Caitlin Clark, who brings the entertainment aspect of it, the same entertainment value that the NBA has in terms of people love seeing Steph Curry shoot threes, turn around, and go the other way. Well, guess what? People love seeing Caitlin Clark drop logo threes. So that same entertainment value that Caitlin's trying to bring to the WNBA currently at this moment in time, again, this is just my opinion. The rest of the league is not ready to turn that corner and simply view it as entertainment. There's still some integrity to the game. There's still some, we're out here to compete. And I think that's where you have the tension between Caitlin Clark fans, Angel Reese fans, how they're guarding Caitlin. Like, I don't want to go down that road yet, but I'm saying that all of this, in my opinion, plays a part in what's going on because Candace Parker, in my opinion, gave a solid evaluation of the current players in the WNBA. But when you mix in social media, which I feel like Angel Reese has a big social media following, she's a huge influencer. You know what I'm saying? She's up on fashion, things like that. So she knows how to work the social media aspect of it. She always has, even when she was at LSU. So she has a fan base behind her, and now they're attacking anything that they don't agree with as it relates to Angel Reese. And I feel like at this moment in time, they out of pocket.
I disagree.
I respectfully disagree with any hatred, any negativity that's being directed towards Candace Parker, because she's a legend in the game. She always has been. You win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season, bro. That's unheard of. Like, her accolades, even when you go to her college game, like, no disrespect, Angel Reese ain't nowhere near Candace Parker in no shape, form, or fashion. I don't care how many double doubles you got. I don't care about none of that. In terms of being a hooper, no. And I think that's the issue. And that's why I feel like facts now no longer matters. As long as you have a large social media following and you got people that stand behind you, it's going to always overshadow facts. It used to be facts over opinions, and now it's opinions over facts, in my opinion. And it's disgusting, man. I swear, like, that's exactly why I haven't had no desire to turn on no podcast and sit around and talk, because at the end of the day, I get it. Maybe my voice is not as entertaining as others. Maybe I'm not on here shucking and jiving for some clicks and views, and at the end of the day, people done got burnt out. I feel like I truly missed my window of opportunity, because our first episodes, when I first started this thing, a lot of the things that we talked about, I hear people talking about now on their podcasts. I was on TikTok the other day and somebody was talking about the top producers, and they was like 3-6 Mafia is so underrated and slept on. And I'm like, man, we talked about that like a year or two ago. And we said the same exact thing. I was like, dog, DJ Paul and Juicy J is definitely in my top. And a lot of the things that I see on social media, I'm like, bro, we already talked about it. But at that point in time, the podcast was just on streaming services. I didn't have the YouTube aspect of it, didn't have the following, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's only going to be heard in your little personal circle, your little small circle. But it's like, damn, like, a lot of the stuff that we've already discussed and talked about, you see bigger podcasts talking about it now. So it's almost like, man, it's just, you ain't even motivated to do it no more, because it's like, you don't have the backing, you don't have the following. And again, every day I log in, bro, it's just Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. And it's like, bro, I don't even want to put myself in that box with everybody else. I get tired of hearing about it, bro. I get tired of it. And it's like, I'll give you another example, because I was talking to my wife about it. There's a bakery here in Louisville, Kentucky, Big Nita's Cheesecake. Already popular. People were lined up for hours trying to get a slice of cheesecake. She's only open on the weekends. Already popular, but she went viral online, social media. So now the lines are even longer. Like, in order to get cheesecake, you either pre-order on Mondays or you go stand in line on the weekends. And one day I tried to pre-order, and man, I called for legit 5 hours. Couldn't get through. Finally got through, pre-ordered, got my cheesecake. But so many people are coming from all over the country to try this cheesecake, right? So the local news was out there last week. They put it on their Facebook page. And when I went to the comments, it was just all negativity. Look at all the big back people standing in line. It's not a skinny person out there. Who's willing to stand in line for 2 hours waiting for some cheesecake? That's all fat people stuff, blah, blah, like nothing about, I ain't gonna say nothing, because there were a few people that know her story, know how she got started, and they know her journey. So there are several people that's like, you deserve all the flowers and things that's coming to you. There were people that gave praise, but overall, It was just negativity. I showed my wife, and she's like, "You should do a podcast. You should talk about it." And I'm like, "Nah, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it." Like, if you got to sit here and argue with people to say, "Hey, man, that's somebody's business. They're trying to grow it," and somebody's pushing back on that, to me, now you a fool. Like, I'm not finna waste my breath trying to argue with a fool, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, and it makes me angry. So I'd rather not say anything at all than to sit here and constantly go back and forth about why somebody deserves praise versus why you keep highlighting the negativity. That's why the whole Jordan, LeBron, and all that stuff, I'm like, bro, for me, I don't get it. A player that's in year 23, everybody wakes up every day to try to figure out how they can discredit something that this man has done or is currently doing. And it's sickening. It's like, bro, you done gave so much to the game of basketball that even after 23 years, you still can't be like, you know what, bro, you got it. You done dedicated half your fucking life all the way to the point to where your kid is playing with you. And now people are hating on the kid, bro. Like, to me, that's a disgusting trait. And I used to fall for the trap. I'll get online and see people doing that goofy shit, and then I'll just start commenting, and then we're constantly going back and forth. And I'm like, bro, it ain't even worth it. Because in my opinion, you're playing a character for social media. You saying all this shit for social media. Because when you get behind closed doors, it's, oh, man, I already know, man, Bron does this, Bron does it, da. Then why the fuck are you wasting time putting on the front online? Some people are not able to distinguish reality from somebody who's playing online. But like I said, now that you insert the people are able to make money off of this, that's when those lines get blurred. So I'm not playing them games with people, bro. And that's why I'm just like, sports, to me, you can't even enjoy it, bro. You can't even enjoy it. Like, if I said that I like Caitlin Clark, best believe, best believe, 9 out of 10 black people, oh, man, you this, you that, da, 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 da. Like, all because I said I like Caitlin Clark. If I go into a different environment and I say I like Angel Reese, best believe 9 out of 10 white people are going to be like, oh, Caitlin Clark's better. Why can't I like them both? Why can't I like them both? As somebody that enjoys the game of basketball, I said from day one, I said Angel Reese has a motor that you can't teach. I understand the whole me bound thing is for shits and giggles. Everybody's made a mockery of it. But it's like, at the end of the day, that's a skill, in my opinion. Not everybody's able to jump, hit the ground, and jump before everybody else jumps. That's a skill. I think Zion has that ability too. You're able to shoot the ball, come down, and go back up before anybody's able to even react. So, yes, I got an offensive rebound. I know where my shot's going to go, so I'm able to hit the ground and go right back up, grab it, go back up again. That's a skill. You can't teach that. So in terms of Angel Reese, she has skills. She needs to work on her game. And this season, you can tell that she has. Now imagine what's going to happen when her jump shot comes into play. She very well could be one of the best players in the WNBA. The potential is there, but give her time to develop. Flip side, Caitlin Clark, as exciting and as entertaining as she is to watch, in my opinion, she needs to get stronger. You see how people are guarding you. You see that they're not going to allow you to get your shot off. So you got to figure out how to get to the basket, penetrate, force them to have to, look, you either going to get crossed up or you're going to get this three ball. Pick your poison. Once she figures that aspect out of her game, she's going to be phenomenal as well. Why can't I like them both? Nobody talks about the players that don't or can't block Angel out. Facts, bro. Facts. Like, you're not going to get me to fall into that trap of because I like Caitlin Clark, I gotta bash Angel Reese. I see great aspects in both of their games. But I want to highlight this Candace Parker stuff because I think people are getting lost in the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese discussion to where now you're bashing legendary basketball players when I thought the ultimate goal was to grow the game. These women put on the shirts, pay us what you owe us, this and that. Candace Parker is a pioneer of the game. She's on TV every week. Well, at least she was with TNT and Shaq and all of them. Like, she gives too much to the game for people online to disrespect her. So if somebody asked her to rank the current players in the NBA and you put them on a tier level, off the rip, Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier, gotta be tier 1, top. Then you start talking about your Breanna Stewarts, your Sabrinas, Kelsey Plum. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, before you even get anywhere near Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, it's a lot of names that come above them. Again, I love Caitlin Clark. She brings excitement. I've said it 1,000 times. I love her passing more than I love her three-point shooting. But I'll be a lie if I said that she's better than Sabrina. Offensively, she's better than Kelsey Plum. Hell, if we gonna be truthful, bruh, I don't think she's better than Kelsey Mitchell in terms of offensive ability. Kelsey Mitchell's not a better passer. She's not a better shooter. But in terms of just pure hooping, Kelsey Mitchell is cold, bruh. And I hate that Caitlin Clark is hurt right now, but I think it's dope that Kelsey Mitchell is able to be on full display. Aaliyah Boston's game has improved tremendously from last year to this year. And these are the conversations that I feel that people should be having, bro. It should not be this person is better, this person ain't this. And I'm like, when I started reading it, Candace Parker is jealous of Angel Reese. Bro, what the fuck are we talking about? What? She's mad because she passed her record in 1 year. Like, bro, nah. That woman won MVP and Rookie of the Year at the same time. It don't get no better than that. Multiple championships. It don't get no better than that. If you take in consideration her years at Tennessee and you put them neck and neck with Angel Reese at LSU, bro, it ain't even a conversation. And that's no disrespect to Angel Reese. But we got to stop this shit, man. Like, dog, it's ruining sports in every aspect, especially basketball. I don't see it in football, bro. And shout out to football because we back. I'm finna get off here, cut my grass so I can sit back and watch the game. I don't care if it's preseason or not. But it's like, I don't see Ocho. I don't see Michael Irvin. I don't see Jerry Rice. I don't see these guys sitting on these panels and, oh, he ain't a good receiver because of this. And I didn't have it as easy that, oh, today's game is geared towards passing, so that's why their numbers is this. And then it's like, you only see that, bro, in basketball. And it's coming from us. And I hate to turn this conversation because that's my cue to get ready to get off here, bro. But I'm just like, bro, we got to start calling a spade, bro. Like, I get it. If it's barbershop talk, I feel like that's a little bit different. But now we bringing barbershop talk to podcasts. We bringing it to ESPN every day. Bro, I just saw where Kendrick Perkins said Chris Paul ain't a top 10 point guard. He ain't got no accolades. Bitch, what? What? What the fuck? Like, again, you only see it in basketball. I don't watch baseball enough to see if they do it in their sport, but it's not making any headlines. So to me, I feel like they're not doing it. But it's like, I don't care what you say. Chris Paul is an OG in the game. Chris Paul is one of the pure point guard, like true definition of a point guard, bro. Chris Paul's in that conversation. Like, stop it. Shout out to Mr. Milton. Yeah, both players have deficiencies in their game. Clark has issues taking people off the dribble. Absolutely. She flails when she goes against strong and fast defenders. Absolutely. Reese shooting needs to improve. Both players are in their second season and have high ceilings. Amen. And that's why I'm like, honestly, Mr. Milton, I thought that this season people were going to put the debates behind them. The racial tension was going to die down. And for those that are fans of the WNBA, you were going to be able to sit down and just enjoy basketball. But this has been such a weird dynamic thus far into the season. They just finished up the All-Star break. But thus far, it's just been so weird because of how everything is panning out, even to the point to where the players have now tried to use this Indiana fan base, Caitlin Clark thing as a crutch. Not sure if any of you all saw the Phoenix game the other night, but of course, Indiana had Bonner. Bonner wanted to leave for personal reasons, whatever. It never really came out, but she went to Phoenix. Well, this was her first time back in Indiana, so they booed her. To me, that's a normal reaction. That's no different than LeBron leaving Cleveland and going to Miami. His first game back in Cleveland is historic. It's documented. The amount of boos, people throwing stuff on the court, to me, that's just a normal aspect of sports. But immediately after the game, the Phoenix players was like, it's so disrespectful, distasteful. Something's got to be done about the Indiana fans. And I'm like, now it's like, just hoop. And I hate to say it that way because you get reminded of the shut up and dribble thing, and that's not what I'm trying to imply. But it's like, you wanted to grow the game. You wanted more eyes on the product. More people are watching. More people are coming. This comes with being a fan. It's no different than Calipari. Shout out to Robert. I see his name popped up here on the live. It's no different than Calipari coming back to Rupp Arena last year. He was booed. Calipari brought a championship to Kentucky. He brought so much attention and so much money to the city, to the university. Calipari is going to forever have a blue carpet rolled out for him. I can't say red. A blue carpet rolled out for him in terms of his contribution to the city of Lexington and where he stands at in the history books for Kentucky basketball and just having a winning program. Should he have won more, in my opinion, of course, but that's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, he was still booed. That's part of sports. So right now, the WNBA is in such a weird space to where this season, in my opinion, it hasn't been enjoyable to watch. Asia Wilson, to me, is not playing up to par. So, like, last year was so entertaining. All the eyes were glued on it. And it was generating headlines, maybe some for all the wrong reasons in terms of the physicality that was being applied towards Caitlin Clark. Whereas now, there are still some of that a little bit, but it's not making the waves that it once did. You see Angel Reese, her numbers have improved drastically. They're not winning basketball games right now, but that's neither here nor there. Allow them to grow. It's just weird. This is somewhat related. So many people bashing Hulk Hogan. Ooh, Hulk Hogan, even after the man has died, all over things that happened 15 years ago. I'm not defending the things said all those years ago because it was wrong and awful. How many of us growing up looked at Hulkster as a hero? In my opinion, just let the man rest in peace. You know what? I wholeheartedly agree. And once I saw the news that he passed, he was like, dang, like, man, Hulk Hogan. But then maybe about an hour or so after that is when you saw the reaction from social media. And that's why I didn't even participate in that. I'm not going to participate in the jokes, whether you liked the man or you didn't. Trust me, I remember what he said to his daughter. I'm not gonna forget that. But it's like at the end of the day, like you're saying, you're still talking about somebody who just lost their life. Loved ones having to bury a family member. That's disrespectful, that's distasteful to make jokes, make mockeries of what's going on, because you know for sure if that were to happen to you and one of your family members, you'll be ready to fight. So that's what I'm saying. It's like social media right now is in such a weird space to where so much negativity just wins. Negativity wins, bro. And it's like it makes me sick. It really does. And it's like, bro, I'd rather just isolate myself and go on about my day rather than get online and try to create content that's people ain't even gonna tune into it because it ain't nothing negative. I'm trying to shed light and be positive and uplift people and support friends and what they got going on, because if we all came together, bro, everybody could win. I know plenty of people that's got podcasts. I know plenty of people that's doing having their own businesses, whether it's t-shirts, photography, music. Imagine if we all came together and bigged up each other and I shared my contacts with your contacts and vice versa. Bro, we all win at the end of the day. But instead is I'm not going to share yours because I don't want yours to be bigger than mine. Oh, well, I'm going to talk bad behind this person's back. And so now I can't say nothing because the people who know me know what I done said. So now it's going to look like I'm two-faced to them. It's wild. I'm not going to touch the Hulk Hogan thing. Better to say RIP for the family and friends. And Mr. Milton, again, that's truly how I feel. Like I didn't make any reference to that. At the end of the day, you know what his contribution was to wrestling. Like Robert said, as a kid growing up, bro, he was everywhere. Hulk Hogan was everywhere. I remember Hollywood Hogan and all of that, bro. Like, you can't erase history. And I think that's the issue. It's so many people with so many opinions now to where it overshadows what really happened. You're trying to erase history because so many people share the same opinion, and half these people are just followers. You're just going along with what's popular. So because other people are doing it, you want to fit in with that side of the crowd versus being a free thinker, and everything that you're saying could be 100% facts. But because it doesn't align with the majority, everybody's going to run with their narrative. A lot of social media is straight poison these days, and I don't look into, like, dude, it is sickening. It really is. And after this, I'm done. Like I said, I got to go out here and cut this grass. Hopefully that a little rain done dried up a little bit. The Kobe Bryant being ranked 11th. As bad as I wanted to talk about it, I was like, you know what? It's not even worth it. And it's to the point to where even the professional athletes are bashing each other. Just if one athlete says they agree with the list, then this player's career was trash. He doesn't know what he's talking about. If this player says Kobe Bryant should be in the top 3, then here comes another player. He has no idea what he's talking about. You start trying to discredit everything that they've done. Like, it's such a dangerous game to play to where now, even when you have just your local games, nobody's willing to play just for the pure love of the sport. You got kids out here competing against teammates who had the most points. The parents are encouraging their own kids to be selfish on the court so that they can say that their child had the most points, even if they lost by 40. Well, my kid had 20. But you lost by 40. Well, my kid had 20. Like, it's so weird, man. It's so weird. And I feel like we're 1,000% to blame. Like, it's all on us because of how the barbershop talk has carried over into social media. And now because we all walk around with phones in our hands and we're constantly in our phones 24/7, now we carry that conversation with us everywhere we go. to where everything is a debate. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, PlayStation versus Xbox, Jordan versus LeBron, Candace Parker versus Angel Reese. Like, in what real world is that even a debate? Like Mr. Milton says, they're only in their second season. How are you a second-year player and you're already in comparison and better than a player that's won multiple championships, multiple accolades, MVPs, got everything under her belt? She's already proven. How are you already better? It makes no sense. Zero logic. But because of social media and the backing, everybody's going to assume that it's true. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm so thankful that y'all tapped in. I needed this. And like I said, I just been sitting on my hands for months. Haven't done any episodes for months, even though I just been dying to do it, dying to talk about it. But it's like, it's the same conversations over and over and over. And I don't want to do it. And I hate how today's athletes are just constant. Ryan Clark versus Cam Newton. Like, that's how bad it's gotten. I remember when I first, and after this I'm done, I done said it 3 times. After this I'm done. The first professional athlete podcast that I tapped into was the Knuckleheads, Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles. And I was so fascinated because they were sharing stories. It started out with everybody that they interviewed. The first question that they asked, what was your welcome to the NBA moment? Who was the first player to bust your ass? And you got to sit down and hear from the NBA player's perspective. Not somebody on ESPN, not some newspaper article. You heard it directly from the source. So then you started seeing other professional athletes follow suit. You got All the Smoke, Matt Barnes and Stack 5, Steven Jackson. And they just started interviewing people. And you remember they brought in Shannon Sharp and things like that. So then Shannon Sharp blew up. So then you get his podcast. He's bringing on entertainers, musicians, and you're hearing all their stories. Well, somehow since then, this has all been spun into, well, now people are using their podcast to take jabs at somebody else's podcast. And now the media eats it all up because all they have to do is copy and paste. This person said something about this person. So now they're getting views, which leads to the other people getting views because now people want to go out and see the controversy. And it's like Ryan Clark is on ESPN talking bad about Cam Newton because of Cam Newton's opinion on something else. And it's like, bro, the lines have been blurred so bad to where I don't even watch ESPN. When they told Shannon Sharp he was let go to take a break, I quit looking at it because I don't like Stephen A. Smith. It has nothing to do with LeBron. But it's like, I feel like him and Skip Bayless, they're part of the problem too because you started covering people's personal lives. You started inserting personal opinions and evaluating and critiquing players using your personal opinions. And now the general public does the same thing. I can sit down and watch a game and watch LeBron score 30 points, but he missed the last shot. So the next day, Skip Bayless is going to talk about how terrible his game was. And you're going to use all the personal reasons to bash the man. You're going to bring up something that happened 10 years ago to bash what happened last night. And now that's all you see on social media. There's no way in hell that people should still be talking about the Miami Heat versus the Dallas Mavericks finals. It happened. It's over with. Who cares? Everyone has their own public soapbox now. Dude, it's so sickening. And that's why I was like, as bad as I want this podcast to succeed and grow, I don't want to turn it into your daily soapbox. I just want to be able to have real, genuine conversation. We can be funny, we can laugh, we can joke, but it's all centered and based around facts. the truth, reality. I'm not going to sit here and say Michael Jordan was a horrible basketball player just because I like LeBron James. I'm going to give Michael Jordan his flowers. I'm going to acknowledge Michael Jordan's contribution to the game without disrespecting LeBron, without disrespecting Kobe Bryant. But when I have these conversations with other people, they don't have the ability to do that. And I don't want to necessarily accuse people of not being smart. Even though deep down I may think that in the back of my head, I'm not going to be that rude and disrespectful. But I'm like, you have to be able to articulate and separate you being a fan of a person and debating exactly what happened. Pull up, man. I done told you that for the last 2 years, bro. Pull up. All you gotta do is, hey, I'm trying to be on the podcast. Pull up. But I'm being honest, man. It's like I don't want to fall into that box. And it's like it's too many people that know me, so they're gonna. Anybody's had the opportunity to call my bluff. It's like, man, hey, I enjoy listening to you, but you know some of the stuff that you're saying is not truthful. I don't ever want to fall into that category. Like, I'm a straightforward person, try to be respectful and truthful at all times. But it's like, come on, bro. Like, we got to chill with this shit, man. Because now it's trickling down to just whether or not you're able to sit down and enjoy a game without constantly critiquing what somebody else is doing. I've been accused of that before, too. Y'all know me by now. For those that really follow me, bro, I'm really sitting down here watching the games. I'm in the moment. I may post a clip or I may post a status that's in the moment. Guess what? The Lakers is down 20. In that moment, I'm pissed off. LeBron's trash. He's playing like crap. The Lakers come back and win. If I say LeBron is the GOAT, you don't get to come back and say, oh, man, you fake, man. Just 20 minutes ago, you said they were trash. Bro, I'm in the moment. Don't wait until the end and then post. Go every step of the way. And I feel like that's when you start separating who really watches versus people who wait to see the highlights or wait to see what social media is talking about. Because, bro, again, I'm gone. I'll fuck around and slap somebody if you say Angel Reese is better than Candace Parker. That's fucking crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, it may be good for the game because more people are talking about it. It's more eyes on it. More people are able to pay attention to some of the pioneers of the game. Because honestly, up until last year, I had no idea who Nafisa Collier was. I didn't know how good she was. And now I enjoy watching them play. One last story, I lied. I'm going to go back. We went to the Fever Aces game July 3rd, a couple weeks ago. I'm sitting here in the stands. Got a Caitlin Clark t-shirt on. Aubrey's got on Asia Wilson. And some black people are sitting behind us. Caitlin Clark is out, mind you. She did not even play. And we're sitting there, and it's like, dude says, if Paige didn't get hurt, we wouldn't have any idea who Caitlin Clark was. So Caitlin Clark should be thankful that Paige tore her ACL, because if it wasn't for that, Caitlin Clark wouldn't be as big as she is right now. Right hand of God. And in my mind, I'm sitting like, first of all, where did that even come from? Paige is not even on the court. Like, how do you just have this random conversation and the first thing out of your mouth is, Caitlin Clark better be thankful. She wouldn't even be as big as she is. She's not even on the court. So you can't even enjoy the game without sitting here spewing some negativity. And again, I'm going to push the button.
I disagree.
Caitlin Clark was balling. The issue was she played for Iowa. We already know UConn is already on the map, bro. They are a powerhouse. So all the five-star McDonald's and all them, the world knew who they were simply because of where they went to school at. You're talking about a player who took Iowa and put them on the map. Like, what? How do you get to shatter all of these records and then people instantly try to discredit it? You score all of these points. You setting all your teammates up. You passing. You doing all this stuff. Your talent is on full display. And it bothers people so much to where you just sit here and start trying to discredit everything. And I feel like that's the issue. In closing, that's the issue. Like, it's just human nature. You could be winning. You could be, all your talents is on full display. And it's somebody that's going to be less talented than you that's going to sit down and say, oh, he or she ain't shit. When guess what? If you shifted your focus on improving your talents, then somebody will be sitting back watching you at full display. But instead, you want to try to encourage everybody to not like a person because you mad at what they bring to the table and why so many people like them. And I feel like that's the issue with the WNBA. They have the perfect opportunity to grow their game. They've already expanded, added 3 more teams, I believe. And it's like people are proving that they're willing to pay the money to come watch. Indiana Fever tickets are ridiculous in comparison to some of the other teams in the league. So guess what? If you all can come to the same conclusion that we're all in this together, like you pretend to be, we all come together in solidarity and put the shirts on and do this and do that, and then as soon as the game is over, you take a jab at Caitlin Clark. That's a front, bro. Like, quit pretending and actually do it. Come together, grow the game, and kumbaya. It's really that simple. But anywho, man, thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in, bro. It was fun. I kind of got some of them juices back, man. Like I said, I just been in a funk, bro. Like, I just been to myself, taking these kids to football and cheer every day, and then crawl back into my cubby hole and do what I got to do and get ready for the next day. So hopefully this is a sign for good things to come. If y'all enjoyed the episode, man, y'all let me know, comment, hit the subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Real quick, man, shout out to Mario and my therapist. My therapist made me do this podcast. I got tongue-tied. I still been checking out his and listening to him, and I definitely appreciate him always, mentioning my podcast or bringing my name up on his episodes and stuff, bro. Definitely appreciate that, man. And he did an episode. It was geared towards the decline in family reunions. I really think people should check that out because I wholeheartedly agree. For whatever reason, it's just been a decline. And I understand the generations are different. We're the aunts and uncles now, so really some of that falls on us to do a lot of the planning and things like that. And for whatever reason, it's not happening. Families are bickering and going back and forth. And I feel like that was a very dope episode because I can actually relate to it. So y'all be sure to go check out the My Therapist Made Me Do This podcast with Mario and friends. Very dope brother, man. Till we meet again, bro. Hopefully it's sooner than later. So we out.
Ass toasted, no competition. Amisha toasted. I feel so high, I feel so live. My body's intertwined. Amisha toasted. I feel so live, and I know why. That I can't deny. Amisha toasted. Goody fine wine, fools, malt liquor. Wish me I'm high class.